everybody. I'm the new Yankee weatherman, and tonight I would like to forecast the national weather for you. But before we talk about the weather or forecast it, I want to talk about weather forecasting safety. Before you forecast the weather, make sure you read and understand all the safety precautions concerning your weather maps. And remember, there is no more important safety rule than to wear these safety glasses. Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about tonight is the west coast of the United States. That's on the west side of the country. They have the Pacific Ocean over there, and if you notice up here on the top, going all the way down south, there are multiple states going east and west and north and south. And then we have on the Pacific Ocean birds, fish, people, and seaweed. And a lot of times you get weather systems going from the west to the east, bringing wind, rain, sometimes snow. We'll have to talk about that later too. Right now I'll take my safety glasses off because I don't think we're in any danger yet. But we might be soon. Okay, and I'm just going to give you some uncomprehensive forecasting, since I really have no knowledge in anything about the weather or the country. Okay, so just to say, I would say Seattle is going to be rainy, and Arizona is going to be hot as hell, and that's about it for that. So simple. Now we're going to talk about the eastern part of the country. That's just like the western side, except it's on the east side. And if you look at the map, you can see there are multiple states going from north to south also. Okay, and the ocean there is called the Atlantic, and there's just a lot of weather there sometimes. I don't know. I don't want to talk about that right now. But what I really want to focus on tonight is Georgia. That's a real tricky scenario that's brewing there right now. So what I guess I need to do is put on these safety glasses, because what I want to talk about, you might not want to hear it, or maybe you do, I don't know. But that's the chance of something interesting happening in Georgia. You know what that means, don't you? That's right. Let me take these off right now so I can see myself better. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just saying that there's a slight chance, a minuscule, minimal chance. I can't emphasize this enough, that there's virtually no chance of this happening. But if all these conditions come together, there is a tiny little chance that somebody in Georgia somewhere might have a chance of seeing some wintry precipitation, known as snow in our business, or your business, because I have no idea what this means. Okay, but this is the way it's going to break down. This all has to come together. Now listen, if we get some Gulf moisture coming up from the Gulf, that's important. We always need Gulf moisture. Okay, that's going to be a big part. Okay, and then you need a cold front coming down from the north. Okay, and then you have this Gulf moisture, and then say there's another cold front pushing from the west. That'll help. Come on, get a cold front pushing from the west to the east. Gulf moisture, cold front coming down, all at the same time. Cold weather. And I bet you we need some low pressure. That's always good to have. I don't know why. I've seen it on the Weather Channel. Just to say we're going to have cold weather, Gulf moisture, cold front, coming together like this. Okay? That could produce. I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's more of a suggestion at this point. I don't know. I'm going to really go out on a limb and say there is a tiny chance. I don't know when, where, or if, or how this is going to happen. You know, but if it does, don't be surprised. You'll have to take a look tomorrow, I guess. Because right now, we don't know if this is going to happen. These kind of things happen in Georgia because our lake levels are so low. Okay, and that's caused by the Army Corps of Rednecks. They've been siphoning all our lake water out and exporting it to China. You may have seen that on the national news. And then we have this other organization called the DNR. Okay, that's the Department of Natural Rednecks. Okay, and we have the Army Corps of Rednecks and the Department of National Rednecks. They come together and pool all their ignorances, and they form another organization called the NRA. You might be familiar with them. That's the National Redneck Association. We have so many rednecks making bad decisions in this state that we need to start exporting those mothers to, say, France, because I don't think I've ever seen a French redneck. But we need to start sending them over there, or there, whatever they are. I think they're towards the east side. Okay. Okay, I just aware of a weather bulletin. A new phenomenon in our country in the wintertime is going to be all of our hurricanes from now on in tropical weather will be coming down from Canada. Okay, this is quite alarming, especially since we have this one big hurricane coming down from Canada now. We're going to call him Hose A. Okay, all of our hurricanes will be hoses from now on. Hose A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, what's scary about this hurricane is that it's about 800 miles wide and long. Is that long? Let me pull these pants up higher. And I shouldn't really be talking about hurricanes, you know, without these safety glasses. Okay, so this Hurricane Jose is 800 miles wide, but that's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is the winds are at the speed of sound. I don't know if that's true or not. They say 2,000 miles an hour. Is that the speed of sound? Or is that too strong? Okay, that's still not the major problem. The major problem is that there's probably 5 other hurricanes coming down with it. You know, they're going to be like doing this around Jose. Okay, Jose's like the mothership, but we have 5 other baby hurricanes that their winds are only 500 miles an hour. But they'll all be happening at the same time, so that's like 100,000 miles an hour. And I think that's stronger than what we've seen over the years. I don't know what you've seen, but that's what I've seen. Just watch me. You can call me Craig. I'm the new Yankee weatherman.